Welcome back to season two of the Courtside podcast. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kian Lee. In this week's episode, we dive into all the primetime games from week seven, discuss if the Milwaukee Bucks are the biggest threat to the Boston Celtics, who has been dominating in their first quarter grades, and more. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on that post notification bell, like this video, and comment down below what grades you would give every team based on your opinion. And without further ado, let's get into the games. All right, kicking off I believe it was week seven? Yeah, week seven. We got the Lakers and the Timberwolves. And honest to God, like this is I don't know what to say about this game, to be quite honest with you. Anyway, peeking at the Lakers side of things, D'Angelo Russell had 20 points. Anthony Davis had 12 points. Rui and LeBron both had 10 points, which is crazy to believe. You'll never, as everyone knows, I've been watching Braun for a long time. 10 points is really weird. And their bench was non-existent. Picking at the Timberwolves side of things, it was a pretty ugly game for them. I mean, Julius Randle had 18 points. Rudy Gobert had 17 points. And it was actually their bench who stepped up. Naz Reid had 15 points. Dante DiVincenzo had 11 points. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker had 15 points. Honestly, like this is whack as hell seeing LeBron score like 10 points. That's my ball. Say this. All right. Peeking at the next game, we got the Magic and the Knicks. And I know the game looked pretty, in a way, kind of close, but I watched like a snippet of this game. This game was not close. I'll tell you that. This game was not close at all. Like I think I saw because I was like watching something else, but like I saw like the score was like 88 to 58, which is nuts, you know. But anyway, peeking at the Magic side of things, Franz Wagner went crazy with 30 points. Jalen Suggs had 14 points. Franz's brother Mo went crazy. He had 20 points. And Cole Anthony had 10 points, and that was pretty much it. Picking at the Knicks, I mean, it was what you could expect from a Knicks kind of game so far. Like Karl Anthony Towns had 23 points. Jalen Brunson had 21 points. Mikal Bridges had 19 points. OG Anunoby had 18 points. Josh Hart 11, and their bench was led by Miles McBride or Deuce with 18 points. All right, peeking at the next game, we had probably the most crazy kind of game in week seven, I would say, just because it was that crazy. But anyway, peeking at the next game, we got the Warriors and the Nuggets. And there was a lot of controversy in this game. There was a lot of controversy in this game. Like I believe like Christian Brown called a timeout despite not having any timeouts, and Steve Kerr went crazy. It was that kind of game. But anyway, peeking at the box score, Steph had 24 points. Brandon Przemski had 13 points. Andrew Wiggins had 13 points. Jonathan Kuminga had 19 points, and their bench was led by Moses Moody and Gary Payton II, each with 13 and 11. Not bad. Picking at the Nuggets, I mean, Nikola Jokic, what he's doing right now is absolutely mind-blowing offensively. Dude put up 38 points in this game, took 24 shots. Like, what? Michael Porter Jr. had 22 points. Aaron Gordon had 15 points. Jamal Murray had 12 points. And Christian Brown had 11 points, and their bench was okay at best. All right, this game's funny. This next game is hilarious. You know. All right, load up. All right. Speaking at the next game, Oh my God. As I always said, you got hoed. The Lakers got hoed so badly in this game against the Miami Heat. Like, look at this shit. All right. Sorry if I'm swearing, by the way. I forgot to say it. Sorry if I'm swearing, but look at this shit. Braun had 29 points. AD had eight. Rui had 14. D'Angelo Russell had 12. Max Christie had 11. This was an ultimate hoedown. Hold on. Anyway, peeking the Miami Heat sightings, look at this. Tyler Hero, 31 points. Like, I think I saw, like, he couldn't miss. Jimmy Butler had 17 points. Bam and Adebayo, Haywood Smith, Highsmith each had 14. Terry Rozier had 16 points and 10 points for freaking Kevin Love of all people. Like, you know you're gonna get hoed when you lose to a team like the Heat when Kevin Love has double digits. Not saying it's Kevin Love is good at all. I think he's solid, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just uh, but anyway, peeking at the next game, I gotta say that we got the Nuggets and the Clippers and Cavs, excuse me, and all I gotta say is the Nuggets gotta blow this team up. Like they gotta figure out a way to keep Jokic. They're gonna keep Jokic, I think, but like they gotta trade Jamal Murray. Like, what is this? You know, like this was nuts. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot something. Before we move on to the Cavs Nuggets game, I just found out there was another game on my phone. You see, I'm tracking stuff on my phone right now. I written the agenda, so I apologize for that. Yeah, I forgot there was another game. My apology. But anyway, all right, here we go. We got the Timberwolves and the Clippers, and all I gotta say is, honest to God, it felt weird seeing like the Clippers only had 50 points by three quarters. Like, what the hell was that? But anyway, we got a peek towards the box score. Uh, Julius Randle had 20 points. Jaden McDaniels had 11. Mike Conley had 11. Anthony Edwards had 16 points, and their bench was led by Josh Minot and Luke Garza. Luke Garza, yeah, Luke Garza, which is interesting. Peek at the Clippers. I mean, what can you say? Derrick Jones Jr. had 14 points. Amir Coffey had 12 points. Their bench was led by Bones Highland with 18 points. I'm not saying Bones is a dog, but like when your best player is like a bench scorer, but like he doesn't get many minutes, that's when you know you got hoed, you know. But anyway, now we could get to the what is it, the Nuggets and the Cavs. And I gotta say this, the Nuggets, man, they're screwed. Like I low key feel bad for the Nuggets. And I know that sounds really crazy coming from my mouth, but like I really do. But anyway, peek at the Nuggets side things. Nikola Jokic had 27 points, had 20 rebounds, 11 assists. That is nuts. Michael Porter Jr. had 24 points. Jamal Murray bounced back a little bit. He had 19 points. Aaron Gordon had 18 points. Christian Brown had 10. And their bench score was led by Russell Westbrook with 10 points. Peeking at the Cavs side of things, Donovan Mitchell is going nuts right now. He had 28 points. Darius Garland had 24 points. Evan Mobley is playing rock solid basketball. He had 20 points. And their bench, man, was led by Karis LeVert with 21 points. Yeesh. Anyway, peeking at the next game, we got the Rockets and the Warriors. And all I gotta say is that the Rockets, they might be this year's Timberwolves in the aspect of they might make the playoffs this year. Well, I think they are going to make the playoffs, but I think they're going to be probably frisky. But anyway, let's look at the box score. This game was fairly close, in a way. Like looking at the Rockets, I mean, Alperen Sengun had 16 points, Dylan Brooks had 15, Jalen Green had 14, Fred VanVleet had 13, Amen Thompson had 14 points, and that's pretty much it. Picking at the Warriors side of things, Jonathan Kuminga went absolutely ape shit. He had 33 points. Andrew Wiggins had 23 points, and their bench, I mean, bench wasn't that good. But Jay Gibbs has been balling. All right. Peeking at the next game, we had probably America's game of the week. Like, let's be honest here. This was America's game of the week by far. Bucks Celtics game three, which is mind blowing to say the very least, because I can't believe we don't have a 4 game series with this matchup. NBA, make that shit happen. Anyway, picking at the Bucks and the Celtics side of things, this game was actually going back and forth, and I watched a little bit of this game. Not gonna lie, but this game had a back and forth kind of feel. But Boston just there's a reason why they're the champs, man. There's a reason why. But anyway, peek at the Bucks side of things. Giannis had 30 points. Dame had 31 points. They look solid. Chris Middleton had in his first game back had 11 points. Gary Trent Jr. had 11 points, and that's pretty much it. Peek at the Celtics side of things. I mean, what can you say? Jason Tatum had 34 points. Jaylen Brown had 25 points. Drew Holiday had 20. And their bench, for the first time, I think, in a while, correct me if I'm wrong, Celtics fans, their bench was led by Sam Hauser with 16 points. Which is interesting to say the very least. But anyway, picking at the next game, we got the Timberwolves and the Wolves. I think this was what game one? Because I know they played yesterday, so that might have been game two. I don't know. I could be wrong. But anyway, peeking at the Wolves side, this game was an absolute beatdown. I'm not gonna lie. Peeking at the Wolves, Anthony Edwards had 30 points. Rudy Gobert had 17 points. Um, Julius Randle had 16 points. Mike Conley had 13. Jane McDaniels had 10. And their bench was non-existent but productive. Peeking at the Warriors side of things, Steph had 23. Jonathan Kuminga had 13. Andrew Wiggins had 11, and their bench was led by Draymond. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So what are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, so now we're going to get into the talking portion of the video, and we're going to be discussing if the Milwaukee Bucks are the biggest threat to the Boston Celtics, because they were talking about it on Speak this past week, so I want to get my general thoughts and opinions. Honestly, and if they're healthy, if they're healthy, I still don't think they're the biggest threat to the Celtics. Just because if you want to beat the Celtics in a 7 game series, you need a shutdown defender on your team. And it may be just me not watching the Bucks as much as I do other 30 NBA, other 29 teams, but you need a shutdown defender on your team somehow. And the Bucks, they don't have that. Now I know Bucks fans are gonna say, Kyun, we have Giannis. Yeah, I love Giannis, but he's not a shutdown defender. He's more like he is, but like he's not like a Drew Holiday, Draymond, um, Jaden McDaniels, geez, DeJounte Murray. He's not that type of defender. Alex Caruso. All right. So right now, no, but in a couple weeks, maybe. We'll see. But my answer, to cut it short, is no. They're not the biggest threat. All right, now we're going to get into our next segment. And I did this with my NFL, which is give my first quarter grades for every NBA team. Now, a little side note here. I know a quarter of the season just passed. I think game 21 was last weekend. So I apologize for that. It is what it is. But anyway, let's go into our ranking. Let's go into the games. All right. So we have the grades right here. It should be pretty self-explanatory if you know what I mean, you know. But anyway, we have the grades, and we grade every single team. Oh wait, no, this is courtside hierarchy ranking. Sorry about that, folks. Uh, here we go. All right. But anyway, all right. So here it is. Sorry if it's taking a while, folks. I'm in Washington right now visiting family. So my like internet here is not that good. But anyway, you can see the grades right here. We have all the teams right here. So let's start things off with the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm gonna give them a C minus just because they've been playing really well lately. All right. Giannis and Dame have been playing really well. All right. Chris is back. All right. I do, like I said, I worry about them getting a shutdown defender. But right now they're playing some rock solid basketball. I'm gonna give them a C minus. Up next, we got the Brooklyn Nets. I'm gonna give them a D, but they've been playing some really good basketball. All right, like they're resilient, man. Like they may be young and feisty, but they could push you to the brink. Up next, we got the Knicks. Right now, I'm gonna give the Knicks a B just because they've been playing outstanding basketball. They do need to get Mitchell Robinson back. I think that's gonna be the key for them in order for them to match up with the Celtics. But right now, they're B right now. Up next, we got the Raptors, F minus. I mean, what can you say? They're one of the worst teams in the league right now, record wise and whatnot. Moving on, we got the Jazz, F minus. They tanking and a bunch of other things I could say. Next up, we got the Rockets. I'm gonna give them an A minus. I'm gonna give them an A minus. They've been playing really well lately. Obviously, this team is young, but they have depth on this team, which is what you need. But right now, I'm gonna give them an A minus. Next up, we got the Pelicans, F minus. Like, what is actually going on with this team? Like, I picked this team to be my dark horse to win the title this year if they were healthy. Right now, they're not living up to it. Up next, we got the Lakers. I'm gonna give them an F, not an F minus, just because AD's been playing really well. Braun's been like up and down, but he's been playing rock solid. All right, that's all I gotta say. Up next, we got the Bulls, D minus. All right, Lonzo's back, which I really really like, but it is what it is. Like they're not playing as well. Next up, we got the Timberwolves. Timberwolves, I'm gonna give them a C plus just because like they've been like okay, like they've been flying under the radar a little bit, but like they've been playing okay basketball. Next up, we got the Blazers. I'm gonna be totally honest with you when I say this. I'm gonna give them an F. All right, like they've been a little bit competitive here and there, but like at the same time, like this team is still in rebuild mode. Up next, we got the Nuggets. C minus, C minus. They've been playing really well lately. I do expect them to keep it going, but like, you can't get what you want. Up next, we got the Thunder. I think this is an A plus. You know, they don't have Chet, which is amazing, and they're finding ways to win. Up next, we got the Grizzlies. I'm gonna give the Grizzlies a B, an A minus as well. I'm gonna give them a B. They've been playing really well lately. All right, Ja has been in and out of the line, which is kind of annoying a little bit, but like they've been playing really well. Up next, we got the Mavs. I'm gonna give them a B minus just because, like, they've had some good wins here and there. I do worry a ton that they're kind of relying on Luca a little bit. I know Luca is a fantastic player, but like, come on, folks. Next up, we got the Spurs. C minus. C minus. All right. Wemby, before he got hurt, has been playing really well. Chris Paul looks good. Like, a lot of things are going the Spurs' way. Up next, we got the Suns. Call me glazing. I don't care. I still give this team a C. All right. I do worry that they're relying on KD a lot, and even though I love KD, like, this is Book's team, man. Book, you gotta pick the slack, man. Brad, wake up. Okay. Next up, we got the Clippers. I'm gonna give them a C minus. They've been playing really well lately. All right, as of late. All right, Norman Powell has been balling his brains out for some reason. I'm gonna give them a C minus. Up next, we got the Warriors. C minus again. Like, Steph's been playing well. Draymond hasn't gotten ejected, which is huge. Wiggs is playing solid. Kaminga's playing solid. Like, they're C minus. Up next, we got the Pistons. I'm gonna give them a D. Like the Nets, they've been fighting hard every single game except for their blowouts, but they've been playing some rock solid basketball. Next up, we got the Kings. I'm gonna guess a C minus just because like they're kind of inconsistent, much like Phoenix a little bit, but I do trust Phoenix more than I trust Sacramento a little bit. I know Sacramento has a 2-game series lead on this team. It is what it is. Next up, we got the Cavs. I mean, this is an A plus, man. They've been playing outstanding basketball lately. You know, I'm gonna put the Grizzlies at A minus. I'm gonna put the Suns at B minus. Yeah, but they've been rock solid. What can you say about this Cavs team? Next up, we got the Celtics. I think this is another A. I'm gonna act they're an A plus. They're playing some solid basketball. You know, Jason Tatum's playing well. Jaylen Brown's playing well. Like, this team is still lock and loaded. Next up, we got the Sixers. I'm gonna give them a D. All right. Obviously, they've been playing well. They've won 3 straight, but like, I want them to keep on playing well. And who knows? We'll see what happens. Next up, we got the Hornets. I'm gonna go D minus as well. This team is playing really well, even though they've been like losing a lot, but like they're so fun to watch. Next up, we got the Wizards, F minus. Like, what can you say about this team? Like, this team is like tanking. Like, I felt like they beat the Nuggets last night, which is mind blowing to say the very least. But anyway, peeking. Next up, we got the Magic. I'm gonna go Magic. I'm gonna give them a B plus. Like, they've been probably playing their best basketball, which is unbelievable since they don't have Franz and they don't have Paolo, which is mind blowing. Next up, we got the Miami Heat. I'm gonna go C minus. C. I'm gonna give them a C. They've been playing really well lately. You know, I do worry a ton that they're relying on Jimmy and Bam to carry the load, but Tyler Hero seems to be playing really well. I'm gonna give them a C plus. Next up, we got the Hawks. C C. I'm gonna give them a B minus. I've been playing really well. Trae Young is balling out. Like, this is huge. And finally, we got the Pacers. I'm gonna give them a C plus as well. Just wish Halliburton could wake up. Just wish they could wake up. All right, so we're gonna have to do this really fast. We're gonna do our picks right now, and then we're gonna do our courtside hierarchy rankings. Next. So if I'm going really fast, I apologize for that. So anyway, thankfully there's only like 5 games on this week, which is huge. Yeah, there's only 5 games. So let's start with Knicks and the Raptors. I'll take the Knicks to win this game. Give me the Knicks. Playing much better, but I'm gonna take the Knicks. Magic Bucks. I'm gonna take the Bucks in this one just because the Bucks, they have more size than the Magic. Obviously, the Magic have been playing really well, but I just think they're too much for Giannis. They don't have an answer for Giannis. Mavs Thunder. I'm gonna go with the Thunder here just because they're playing really well and they're rock solid as well. Next game, we got the Hawks and the Knicks. I'm going to go with the Hawks in this one just because they've been playing outstanding basketball, and I think the Knicks, it is what it is. Next up, we got the Rockets and the Warriors. I'm going to take the Warriors in this one just because, they're going to play much better. All right, those are my picks for week 8. let's get into our courtside hierarchy ranking for week number 8 of the season. And I'm sorry if I'm rushing way too much, you know, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, number 10. Well, I think we could do the top 5 right now. Okay, so let's do the top 5 right now. Okay, can my laptop load, please? Okay. I'm gonna take the Cavs at the number 1 spot. Okay. All right. Cavs at 1. Celtics at 2. Celtics at 2. Thunder at 3. Okay, I'm sorry if my laptop's lagging a little bit, you guys. I apologize. Thunder at 3. I'm gonna put the Grizzlies at number 4. Mavs at 5. I'm gonna take the Mavs at number 5. 6. I'll take the Rockets at 6. I know it sounds a little bit low, but it is what it is. 7. I will take the Bucks at 7. Um, uh, Lakers at 8. Warriors at 9, and Suns at 10. And that's my courtside hierarchy rankings for week number 8. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video because I enjoyed making it. If you did, please get a like, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. Stay warm, stay safe, stay active if you can. It's getting pretty nice out. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.